Hey everyone, welcome to Retro Adventure Wednesday. Tonight I'm going to be playing a 2004 game, Peasant's Quest. This one's a little bit off the beaten trail, but maybe also somewhat familiar considering the sort of things I usually stream here at the channel. As you might guess from the giant logo on the screen, Peasant's Quest was created by the folks behind Homestar Runner. It's a spin-off from their popular Trogdor the Burninator cartoon that later spawned everything from a series of video games all the way up to a board game now. Hey, ATM Machine, good to see you, and welcome everyone else too. Thanks for dropping by. Few reasons I wanted to stream this. A, it's a game that I love. It's we're gonna learn how to be a stinking peasant. That's exactly right. It's a game I love. It's a lot of fun. It's a great homage slash satire slash parody of a classic Sierra adventure game. Hey, NBA Dag. Hey, how's it going, Ben? Thanks everybody for dropping by. I see Jim Walls over in the chat. That's always good to see. I don't think I've ever beaten it either, Ben. I'm going to go with a walkthrough tonight, but I've certainly just explored around and had a little fun with it. One of the reasons I wanted to go ahead and stream it, though, is of course later this month, Adobe is putting Flash Player out to pasture. While there's certainly going to be ways to play games like this after it's gone, its sort of main way of being enjoyed in a web browser with classic Flash interface is going to be gone soon, as that's phased out by Adobe. So I thought with that sunsetting of Flash on the horizon, maybe this would be a good. Oh man, the sandwich gem emote! I love that, Ben. With that on the horizon, what better time than to play Peasant's Quest, but now? So I think I'm going to avoid stalling too much, and we'll see if I can make this work. So bear with me. This might be a little touch and go for just a second. Bit Electrics, maker of fine software products. Is our sound balance here okay? This PC speaker soundtrack can be a little intense, I know. So let's see. I'm doing it in Adobe's, I think, Flash Player troubleshooting offline doohickey thingy. So I have no idea how I'm making it work. I just think that I maybe am. So I'm going to click anywhere to play. Tips for morons or beginners. Here's how things work around here. Look around by typing stuff like look tree or just plain look. Talk to folks by typing stuff like talk man. Take items by talking get item. Use items by typing use item. You can also give item, throw item, or some other action words. This is pretty standard Sierra fare. Hey, it's good to see you. Thanks. I'm glad I'm streaming this too, Marjorie. Yeah, this is one I'm pretty excited about. So yeah, thanks for joining. Hey, lots of people joining. Thanks a lot for being here, everyone. So we are rather dashing, a humble peasant living in the peasant kingdom of peasantry. You return home from vacation on Scalding Lake, only to find that Trogdor the Burninator has burninated your thatched roof cottage, along with all your goods and services. With nothing left to lose, you swear to get revenge on the wingling dragon in the name of burninated peasants everywhere. You head east toward the mountain atop which Trogdor lives. That's a nice looking lake. Lakes look good in the EGA palette. You can start playing in a second here. Okay, go for it. All right, and with that, we have control of the game. Peasant time, that's right. Faux EGA, yeah, I think that it uses a little bit more than 16 colors, but it gets the point across. Oh no, Bitter Alpaca just redeemed story time with Jess. Right off the bat. Good to see you, Anthony. Thanks for redeeming that. Story time with Jess. Goodness gracious. I think probably I'll start out, if there are no special requests for a story, about my own recent Homestar rediscovery, in the sense that about 6 months ago or so, I decided on a whim to show my daughter, who's 7, the Trogdor cartoon. And she thought it was the funniest thing ever, which sort of sparked over the next several weeks us working our way steadily through the Homestar Runner content library. And little by little, sort of enjoying all the old classics. I really rediscovered a lot of my own love from the early 2000s for this series. So yeah, this is something that I enjoyed on my own way back in the day. But yeah, for story time with Jess, what I really like about Homestar Runner and Trogdor stuff and everything is that now it's something I get to share with my daughter, who's having the worst night. Also, like right before I got on stream, one of her fish died, and it's the first time she's ever lost a pet, and she's just having the worst evening. So allow me to bring a big bummer to the table with that one. But she's feeling a little better now, and we're ready to go with this. So yeah, just talk a little bit about pet death, and then have a fun, exciting stream. Right, just get that mood right there, sort of, precariously where it ought to be. But it's rough. It's no fun. It was bound to happen sooner or later. You've reached the mountain pass that leads to Trogdor's lair. A royal knot blocks the entrance. Yeah, I'll be sure to send her all the virtual hugs. Tomorrow we're going to do an art project dedicated to Green Fish, which was his name, and see if we can immortalize him and frame him and put the framed picture beside his fishy buddies as either a memorial or some sort of stern warning about their own mortality. So that's where this is going. But again, this is getting dark. It's getting very dark. Darker than I wanted. What type of fish? It was one of those glow in the dark kind of, like the ones that have been bred to react to black light. I don't even know what kind it is necessarily. But it was pretty cool. I don't think it was one of the chemically modified. I think that they are, yeah, it was a tetra. Aren't they bred to do that? I don't know. I'm getting way down into like an ichthyology discussion I'm not prepared to have on screen. So, all that aside, thanks a lot, Anthony, for making me talk about my daughter's dead fish. You're a monster. So we have a knight here. Let's talk to the knight. You explain your situation to the knight that Trogdor burninated your college and you swore in revenge. You ask for passage up the mountain to settle your score. Hang on there, Trogdor killer, says the knight. I can only allow actual peasants up the mountain, and you clearly are not one. Look, Dragonheart, you don't stink like a peasant, you don't dress like a peasant, and you're definitely not on fire like a peasant. Once you're those three things, come back and maybe we can talk. And then just some general how to play the game sorts of tips. Hopefully the game will work well for me. I've not played around a lot with this Flash environment that I'm using, so we'll see if it just crashes horribly once the game is actually up and going. So classic King's Questy sort of stuff, but on the other hand, this 3-part quest to stink like a peasant, to dress like a peasant, and to be on fire like a peasant is very Monkey Islandy, right? That's our classic Ron Gilbert style quest design. Here we have an inn. Yeah, fingers crossed for no wizard and the princess shenanigans. You're telling me. Here we have an inn that looks remarkably like the antique shop from King's Quest 2, right? We'll go in there here in a little bit. There's a fisherman. That's half a lake with a fisherman in it. He's fishing. Fisherman. An older peasant sits silently in a boat with his line in the water. Talk. Fisherman. That's true. That's a good point. I guess King's Quest 1 has 3 things you have to get. Monkey Island has 3 things you need to do. The rule of threes holds true. That's a really good point. You holler at the old man about Trogdor, but he just grumbles about the fish not batting. Must be using the wrong bait, he says suggestively. Interesting. Oh no. We're having serious glowfish discussion now. I don't like any bit of this. Look. There's a ranch-style thatched roof cottage here. 4 crunchberry bushes, but you can't be sure. See, I think first priority, we need to go back to our cottage. Suggestively. Yeah, isn't suggestively wonderful there? I really like that bit too. Ah! It's an ogre. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that the non-linear structure of King's Quest 1 was a suggestion by IBM. Huh. The remains of your thatched roof cottage lie burninated before you. You swear revenge against Trogdor. Look at floor. Look at ground. Hey, it's your old fireproof map to peasantry. Get map. You tuck it nice-like into your short pants. Tap map at any time to look at the map. Hey, it's a map. This is great. I love the King's Quest 3 style map. Sadly, we can't teleport around this one, I don't think. But it's pretty great anyway. So we have our map. Maybe this is a good time to see if the save function is properly working. It looks like it might be. Game saved to slot 1. All right. So now we have a map. Let me consult my walkthrough here to see where we go next. I think we are going to go looking for pebbles. And I think we have found pebbles, nicely printed out. As I was talking about last night on Ben P.S. Garrick's stream, I always print out my walkthroughs because I'm working on a single screen here. I need to upgrade my streaming tech. But so I'm still working from written walkthroughs, printed out, like someone from a different era. Ooh, Get Pebble didn't work, Get Pebbles does. They've mastered the art of a questionable parser. Grab up a handful of fairly substantial pebbles. Make sure to get an even mix of sedentary, igneous, and surreptitious rocks. Oh, I'd lose my mind too if I didn't have 2 screens to work on, which is why I haven't worked in like 8 months. All right, so here we go. We've got our pebbles. Don't forget to make friends with Carrick or buy Carrick a cold one. Hey, Old School J. Burninating the countryside. Burninating the peasants. By the way, if you're just joining up, I would also remind everyone, as always, you can slap some stickers onto the stream. Just hover over the video window. You'll be able to access it, and for a few bits, you can randomly interrupt the stream. I have a bunch of custom Homestar Runner stickers available for this stream if anyone's feeling in the mood to throw one up there. As always, I appreciate the support, but all you have to do is hover over and spend a few bits, and you're in there. That one, that's one orange tree, all right. Love it. It is awesome this game's still around, isn't it? Okay. Won't budge. Maybe if there's something heavy in that bucket. Oh, wells. An adventure game well. What more could you want? They can spell check their game. That's right. No, Marjorie, that does make it somewhat accurate. Good. Old School Jay, I'm glad that you still print out your walkthroughs too. I feel a little bit vindicated. Put pebbles in bucket. You plunk all your pebbles into the bucket. The weight causes it to descend to the bottom of the well with a quickness. Now let's turn the crank. Crank seems to have loosened, and you haul the bucket back up. What's this? Why, there's a monster mascus in there. No doubt left over from some silly pagan ritual. Silly pagans. You grab up the scary monster mascus. Man, this thing could scare a horse. Okay, so we have a mask. Look, mask. You've totally got one of those. Check your inventory for a serious look-see. That's not how you spell inventory, is it? Ooh, look at that monster mascus. A freaky looking mask. Like those theater masks, evil uncle or something. Time to find a horse, that's right. I don't think we are across some sort of shooting gallery. There's a depressed looking archer here. Speaking of depressed archers, throw some Aroints up in the chat if you've got them. Aroint them if you got them. Oh, hi, Mendeleev, says the archer. I used to run a shooting range here with my brother Dongalev. We don't talk so much anymore. I haven't seen him in a Jonka's age. If you ever run into him, tell him I said howdo. All right. Mean hello? No, shut up. I said haldo. I meant haldo. Tell him I said haldo. All right. There, those are roints. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Get ye flask. You cannot get ye flask, thy dungeon man. That looks fishy. Oh, we have an autosave. Man, this is fancy stuff. Do I fall to my death if I just walk over this? Oh, this is the mud that I'll eventually... Look, mud. The bone dry mud puddle is cracked and caked. You're just dropping by. Thank you for joining me as we stream Peasant's Quest tonight. A classic from the Homestar Runner crew. Look, horse. This bag of bones look like head to the glue factory. He's got the name Poor Gary branded onto his hide. Talk Gary. Your attempts at conversation were met with horse grunts and tail flaps, which is better than you do at conversation with most people. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, Poor Gary as is a great name, right? Wear mask. You slip on the hideous monster maskus. You scared the crap out of poor Gary. He broke on through to the other side. Yeah, as far as I know, they use their own engine they handcrafted. Yeah, rather than using AGS or AGI or anything. I'm curious as Flash Player begins to, depart this earth for whatever lies beyond, if this could be easily ported to AGS, or if the resources would be too difficult to extract. I honestly have no idea. Rolling the horse crap. Oh, there's horse crap? Was there horse crap? You probably wish you could get that. All right. Look at Archer. He sure looks miffed at the tree. He's emptied 5 good quivers worth into that poor thing. All right. Talk Archer. He refuses to speak with you. He just keeps firing arrows into that tree, grumbling. Stupid Mendeleev, grumble, mumble. Haldo. The archer stops arching and turns to you. My brother told you to tell me Haldo? He must want to start the old business back up. Okay, we got rid of that guy. Nice. Can I get the arrows? Pick out a really good one and yank it from the tree. Hooray, now you have an arrow. Yeah, I really hope that that archive.org is able to preserve not just games like this, but all the zillions of Flash games that are out there. It would be really a shame for gaming history if those countless games just all disappeared. Yeah, the Shockwave games already, a lot of those have been archived. I'm sure nowhere near as many as existed at one point, but at least it's something. Okay, let's see here. What have I done? I've said Haldo. I've gotten an arrow. Some of you guys may know that when I'm not busy streaming games and being a real human being and things like that, I also run a website, the Video Game Soda Machine Project, where I collect screenshots of soda machines from video games throughout gaming history and archive them there. And trying to track down Flash and Shockwave soda machines, when I read about them like in an old walkthrough and the game seems to have disappeared from the internet, on the one hand, the scavenger hunt for them is sort of fun. But on the other hand, it's really disappointing when they just seem to have disappeared forever. I'm glad they mentioned the weird wavy tree, because that was exactly what I was thinking of as I arrived on the scene here. Okay, we're back to our cottage. Where am I trying to go? Let me consult my paper walkthrough. Let's see. So we've done the whole horse thing. We've said Haldo. Now we want to go back to the inn that looks like the antique store from King's Quest 2. Hope everyone's having a good evening tonight. I was having a really terrific day until the aforementioned fish incident. Just to bring the mood back down. Ooh, you just finished a D&D session. That's a good day already. Just says gone fishing. Just like that grog koozie your cousin got you. Open door. It's locked fast. Oh wait, this isn't the building we need to go to. We need to go to the hut with the berries in front of it. This is it. It's open, says a female voice from inside. It's not open. You can't her drift. You open her up and head on in. Alright, maybe this is a good place to save. Been a little while. What a depressing little college. It reeks of single parent. A lady rocks her baby in a chair. A mostly empty shelf sits against one wall. Fuck lady. Ooh. Stakes have risen in what looks like an easy time is becoming a multi-front war in a dark dungeon against enemies with way better dark vision. Hello, you start, but the lady cuts you off. Okay, here's why I let you in here, she explains. My husband got squished by Trogdor. To make matters worse, the insurance riches I got were stolen by the Jonka. Go steal them back for us and I'll give you something great. Talk to baby. Say some cute, stupid stuff, and the baby just blows snot bubbles. Babies, am I right? Thank you, Old School Jay, for browsing the Soda Machine Project. It is a strange obsession that has occupied what feels like most of my adult life now. The baby lady calls after you. Hey, you're on some quest, right? Well, the little squirt here lost something of mine in the yard the other day. It's yours if you can find it. It's definitely Chekhov's baby. Yeah, this baby's going to come back to haunt us like all children do. Get berries. Ooh, they squished in their hand. Oops. No F3. I just by default use F3 when I need to repeat a command. I forgot I'm not actually playing a King's Quest game. Get berries. Get berries. Reach into the bush to snag some berries, but instead find a super trinket. These things are awesome. I have a sneaking suspicion that someone in this game will need this thing. It is almost indistinguishable from a Sierra game. It's really well done. I mean, it just feels so much like a Lost Black Cauldron or King's Quest game. I still need to play Hypnospace Outlaw. It's been on my list forever. Haven't even killed ourselves yet, so it's only kind of a Sierra game. Excellent point. Talk to men. Aldo say the brothers, test your skill. Give us the right super item from your inventory, and you can give it as many tries as you need. So what was that item we just picked up? It was called a super trinket. Let's save, because if I remember, this part is difficult. Give trinket. That'll work. Just hit 3 bullseyes and you win the super time thumb bow. Arrow keys aim left and right, and the spacebar operates the bow. You'll need to press it a couple of times to get a nice shot off, but we don't give lessons, so you're on your own. Oh man, okay, so we have the classic adjust for wind scenario. That's not great. Like I'm playing Dagnabbit in Quest for Glory 1 now. So what am I actually supposed to be doing? That was close. Okay. I'm honestly not quite sure. All right. Try this again. Trogdor. No wind, you say? Oh boy, it really wants something exact, doesn't it? That's right, yes, the pointless arcade sequence just seals its credibility as a Sierra knockoff. Okay, this should be an easy one. It is not an easy one. I wonder if I always want to hit the red bar. It looks like I do. It looks like that's always the proper amount of force. All right, it counted that, even though it was questionable. How serious you guys as that bow showed up. It's like, okay, all joking aside, guys, I need to win this archery game. This is now the real deal. Okay, look at this. I've become good at archery suddenly. I've leveled up. I was just faking earlier. Okay. I thought this was my go. Perhaps not. Haha! Not shooting 3 hits, says Mendeleev. Here's your prize. You got the Super Time Fumbo TM. We don't sell ammo, so you'll have to find your own arrows for it. All right. Save.
And the Trogdor comes in the night.
Thank you so much for slapping the Trogdor sticker. I'm glad to see that it got to make its cameo appearance. Hopefully the audio, I guess I can crank up the audio now that there's not quite as much loud PC speaker noise going on, but thank you very much, NBA Dag. I appreciate it. Okay, so we've done that. Speed up rather dashing a little. I think now, am I ready to kill the Carrick? Let's see. Let me consult the good old walkthrough. So we're going to shoot Carrick, and there are a couple of Easter eggs here, right? Like some things you can do with the Carrick instead of just killing him. Thank you. I have some other fun ones, some other fun stickers. I have a Senior Card Gauge, a Strong Bad, a very special one from a weird cartoon. Julio, you began. It seems only further angered the already temperamental Carrick. That stupid learned Carrick in 3 weeks because that did nothing for you. Shoot, Carrick. It goes nothing, Kid Icarus. Arrowed. Nice shot. You smoked the Carrick. You lay there stinking. A light rain heralds the washing free of Carrick's grip on the land. You're feeling pretty good, though. So the artless symbolism doesn't bug you. Oh, I like it. Ooh, look, I can just walk right through the Carrick. Get belt. Hold it up Link style. You strap the Carrick's belt buckle around your waist. Oh boy, you sure stink now. Get arrow. Ooh, no way. That thing's got some serious Carrick brand cooties on it now. Search body. Get arrow. Look. Carrick. He dead. Oh, I forgot to give Carrick a cold one. Oh no. 1 out of 3 tasks complete. I stink like a peasant. Okay, now I need to dress like a peasant. First, let's go back to our friend, the peasant lady. Now you've done it. You're covered in sticky, albeit fine-smelling mud. Your Scalding Lake t-shirt is all soiled too. You just washed it last harvest. Okay, now I'm all muddy. I'm only happy when it rains. Garbage. I got a chance to see garbage back when I was in grad school at Virginia Tech. I camped out most of the night to find them. What am I talking about? To get tickets for it. I didn't stalk them. I swear I didn't stalk them. No matter what the court documents say. Such a good show. All right. Talk to lady. Show belt. Wait, what am I actually supposed to do here? Oh, I guess I'm killing the Jonka for her, not the Carrick, right? Place is dead anyway. So, what in the world is a Jonka? Oh, he's decomposing. Oh, gross. His flesh and bones are exposed, and now there are flies buzzing around. Oh, that's terrible. Let's see here. So, according to my walkthrough, need to... That is a really nice detail, isn't it? All right, what do I need to do here? There's a haystack somewhere with my name on it. Not here at the wavy tree. Oh, alas, poor Carrick. I knew him well. Okay, that's not a haystack. Let's keep on looking. Have I seen a haystack yet? Is an excellent question. Haystack. Due west of here, it appears. We're going to do some King's Quest V haystack action. That's a great question. Sadly, I don't think we're going to go diving for a needle in it. I don't think. I think we're going to jump in it, right? All right. Whoa. I guess that's the Jonka, huh? How many songs about finding needles for King Graham are there? All right. Save. All right. Hide. You've not known much better than a roll in the hay alone. You've not known much better than a roll in the hay alone. I can't read tonight. Unfortunate. You leap into the hay like a 2 years old boy. Uh-oh. The hay sticks to your muddy body. You're a walking hay bale, just like that one guy from that one show. Because that's a Cousin It joke. That's pretty great, though. Hey, nice disguise. The Jonka doesn't seem to notice you. Right now, you see a bunch of hay. Look, Jonka. Get treasure? I wish you could get that. Get riches. Really? Riches works. All right. Uh-oh, a stiff breeze blew all the hay and surprisingly the mud off of you. You take my riches, growls the Jonka? Oh no, what do I do? I wasn't prepared for this. I didn't think take riches would work. Okay. You take my riches? Oh, this is great. No. Okay, let me know if you see riches anywhere. He grunts and goes back to his hopping. You smooth talker, you. Oh, that's a good solution. I love it. Okay, let's look at our map. And we will go back to the baby lady's house. That's a really good puzzle solution. Did you take my riches? No. He's dead. He wasn't fat. He was just big bone. Poor pig man. Oh man. Poor Carrick. He deserved better than me. Okay, open door. Give riches to lady. My riches! She screams and snatches up every last gold coin. Thanks, sucker. Here you go. She shoves the baby into your hands and bolts out the door. You later learn that she does this all the time as one throughout the countryside. Those riches probably were the Jonkas, and who knows whose baby that is. Well, it sure is now. Alright, we've got a baby, y'all. Aw, peasant babies are adorable. No wonder they fetch such a pretty penny on the black market. Ooh, which puzzle from Zork Grand Inquisitor? I have only played the briefest moments of Grand Inquisitor, so I'm curious to hear. When you're the caveman creature thing, you come across the 7th guest-style chess puzzle. You can click on it and the guy moves the pawn back and forth. You smash it with a club and it's solved. That's really good. I believe Sunless Sea has a puzzle written by Richard Cobbett, who's a great follow on Twitter. If anybody out there isn't already following him, where you encounter like the classic Towers of Hanoi puzzle where you have to move like rings from one tower to another until everything's whatever and it unlocks a puzzle. It's used all the time in RPGs. And in Sunless Sea, I believe that the solution is just to blow it up with dynamite to get past it instead. Towers of Hanoi. Well, those self-rocking kind, not for a brown collar peasant type. Must be trickle down in action. Look, shelf. Get feed. You used to eat this stuff like crazy when you were a kid and your parents weren't watching, which was all too often. You grab several large handfuls. Alright, so we have some chicken feed. So now what do we do? We're moving along pretty well so far. Alright, so we gave the riches. And must be using the wrong bait. That's not gonna work for bait. What do we need to give him here? Let's see. Grow chicken feed, eh? Maybe try again from the center of the lake. Looks deeper there. Oops. Throw chicken. That's how you spell chicken at all. Toss the feed into the lake. You shed a tear for each one. Goodbye, Monty, you sniff. Goodbye, Delga, Rasputin. Farewell, Cumbledon. And so forth. We do need to see a death. I should have let the carrot kill us. Whoa, that crotchety old man just caught a pant load of fish. Now I can get back to running the inn, he says, and rows to shore and hauls his boat out and cleans and guts and fillets all the fish and a bunch of other stuff we didn't animate. All right, so now we can come back to the inn and actually go in the inn. We need to do horrible things to the baby. Oh, we'll do horrible things to the baby. Don't you worry. Okay, baby. Now. What a dump. Only one bed, no minibar. The innkeeper stands behind a desk and there's a door that's closed. Interesting painting. It's a painting of dogs playing Magic the Nerdening. So it's even better than dogs playing poker. Okay, talk to man. If you're interested in staying the night, just type get a room. All right, is that actually what we want to do here? Oh, here we go. Give baby. Look at that little guy. You want a treat, do you? What do babies like? He fishes around his pockets. How about my medication? You grab the bottle of pills before you force them on the baby. Hey, those are for him. All right, so we have some medication now. Yeah, this does have that woodcutter vibe from King's Quest 1, doesn't it? All right. What are we doing now? We went west-west. We're gonna throw the baby. I'm not sure why we're doing this. Just to get rid of it? Anything to get rid of a baby? Something tells you this is a good idea, and you lob the little one into the lake. You won't be arrested after all. The little guy's resurfaced safely, carrying an old bottle of soda. Take the soda and stow your swaddling buddy for takeoff. Can't we throw the baby in the well? Edenwaith, don't worry. We're definitely going to put the baby in a well. Rest assured. Let's say before we torture the baby too much more. All right. Drown baby. Is this okay to do? Am I violating terms of service here or anything? I'm not sure how you're supposed to know that that's there. Maybe we'll get a hint for a puzzle we've already solved a little bit later. Let's see. What does the soda look like? A full bottle of popular soda. Soda Sprite. Adventures in babysitting. Yeah, unfortunately, marginally, we can't drown the water. It won't let us, not in this game, swimmer Dan. In this game, you drown. Yeah, it won't even let us walk into the water, sadly. I don't think there are a ton of opportunities for dying in this, and we missed one by not letting the carrot pound us into the ground. That was my mistake. So, okay, we've got a bottle of soda. Okay. Here's the moment we've all been waiting for. Adventures in baby eating. These trees will be the death of me. All right, let's go. Okay. Are we ready for the best thing ever? The baby in bucket. Not that keen a shot. Try staying a little closer. But baby in bucket. I mean, you need to try standing in front. Put baby in bucket. Put baby in bucket. Okay, this message is pure art. Okay, Father of the Year, you put a baby in a bucket and it quickly descends deep into the well. Yours is a black, black heart. The okay, Father of the Year thing to me is ridiculously hilarious. I think I've tweeted that out like every Father's Day for the past 5 years, a screenshot of this moment. Okay, Father of the Year, you put a baby in a bucket and it quickly descends. Okay, turn ye crank. Oh wow, it accepts ye. Haul the bucket back up. Lucky for you, the baby is still in it and appears to be unscathed. As a bonus, it looks like you found a meatball sub down there. Score, you take the sub. Oh, and the baby. You take the baby. Oh, isn't that magnificent, though? Okay, so we're still trying to dress like a peasant. We have gotten our meatball sub. And we are going to go back to the hut. This baby is a junk magnet, right? Let's look at our map. We're going back to the hut with no door. So that's going to be southwestwardly. Or, in the rules of King's Quest, just walk up until you're down. NBA Dag, that's a really great point. I don't know what I was expecting him to come back up with, but a meatball sub is far, far better than anything it would have been. That's right. It's rare that a game can exceed my own imagination in so many ways, but this one has done it. And you're right, Eden Wade, it is awesome and awful at the same time. It really strikes a delicate balance there. You slide the little stone over to reveal a little hole. If only you could cut off your arms, legs, and head, you might be able to squeeze through. I don't think I have to do that, do I? Okay, so we've moved the rock. Oh. Out of no doors. It's available on 50th anniversary of Search of the Lost Chord. Use baby. Deploying Q baby. Way to go, baby! You got the cottage door open and head off to a new life. He becomes valedictorian of his graduating class, goes to Scalding Lake State, gets a degree in advanced peasantry, and lands a job at Thatch Pro, building better cottages for a better tomorrow. You grow apart and the letters from him become fewer and fewer. He develops a severe mead problem and blames you for never being there. Oh no. Okay. Should I get you broom? No, the broom is in the foreground. You can't take things from the foreground. You don't see me all typing get browser window, do you? The broom is in the foreground. You can't take things from the foreground. I like that the furniture here is like wildly out of proportion to the character half the time. Very King's Questy. There's a vintage robe in there, just like Grandpa used to wear. Get robe. Yeah, get that robe. Wear a robe. You slip into the vintage robe. It smells like Grandpa's lap. Now you're looking like a serious peasant. That is some first-rate writing, isn't it? All right, so now we stink like a peasant. And now we dress like a peasant. Ooh. Oh, that's a good point. Get browser window. Probably wish you could get that. Oh, it was a good thought, Marjorie. I wish we could have made it work. Close drawer. Oh, how thoughtful and boring of you. Break into this peasant's home, steal his clothes, but remember to tidy up after yourself. You're a real saint. And now we are manhunter. That's true. It does have some manhunter vibes, right? Okay. So now we need to be on fire like a peasant. Hope everyone out there is having a good night. I am really enjoying this game, even more than I expected, to be honest. This is kind of a blast. So thank you so much for joining me. Oh wait, there's a naked dude. A fairly naked man is peering out from behind that tree. He startled him and he disappears. Great. Very good. I'm not sure what that was all about. I'm sure eventually it will make sense. Map. Okay, almost to where we need to be. Homestar remembers some top tier humor. It's so nostalgic. I know. I just fell in love with Homestar Runner. I thought it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. This is the game with Naked Ned, I believe it is. And I feel like it holds up remarkably well still. You know, I've streamed one of the Telltale adventure games, the Strong Bad's game for attractive people, is a cool game for attractive people. I streamed the first episode. I should really go back and stream some of the others at some point, because they're really fun too. They're just really well executed. Get a room. I can't read anything. Okay, youngster. Just bed on down for the night and I'll be sure to collect the fee come morning. Night falls like a bad PowerPoint presentation. Oh, that's good. An uncomfortable bed. You sleep for maybe 20 minutes before the extreme pain in your spine forces you to get up. Okay, so we have a room. Look, pantry. Shelves and shelves is something called Old Man Rub. The only thing of interest is a big black pot of horse grease. Get grease. You reach way up to the top shelf. Oh, great. Now you can't see a thing. Your head is covered in highly flammable horse grease. You better get out of here before that disgusting old man comes back. Okay, so we have the grease. Okay, now our controls don't work correctly. When I push up, I go to the right. When I push down, I go to the left. Oh, this is going to be fun. Ah, discard the big black pot and wipe the horse grease from your eyes. The hood of your robe is still covered in highly flammable horse grease, though. Ah. Whoa, the horse grease got on your robe caught fire. You're for real peasant now. All right, we are on fire like a peasant. So now we stink like a peasant. We look like a peasant, and we're on fire like a peasant. So I think that means we are good to go. Looking good, Mr. Peasant. Good luck up there with old beefy arm. All right, this is it. You can finally get revenge on Trogdor. That's worked so far, stupid. Oh, I love it. The final battle with Trogdor. That's worked so far, stupid. That's some fine peasanting. Please insert floppy disk 2 into drive B and press enter. Discrete error. Please insert floppy disk 2 into drive B and press enter. There we go. Now that is some vintage Sierra. I wish we had stolen that gag for Stair Quest. Yeah, it's absolutely true. Yeah, I mean, the amount of work they had to pour into this was substantial. And Ben, you're right. I feel like only a tiny chunk of their audience would probably have any idea what it was all about. Like, I feel like That Dungeon Man might have been a more obvious point of reference to some of them, but who knows? Okay, so do we just climb this? With a new determination, you dig your fingers into the cliff face and begin to haul yourself up the mountain like you're in a sports drink commercial. Yes, the clicking sound was pretty awesome. The mountain starts rumbling and a big loose boulders start tumbling down. You best avoids them. Oh, classic. Okay. This is exciting stuff. Arcade segment. Yeah, I think what makes Homestar Runner so much fun is the willingness of the Brothers Chaps just to trust their audience, to assume that if they thought something was funny, that their audience would too. I feel like, you know, it goes for a lot of what I suppose people might call random humor and tends to land it more often than not. Nice Jorb climbing the cliff. You have a real way at those arrow keys. I'd hope so. Okay, so now we're at the top. Wow, it sure gets creepy fast around here with all the lightning and the scary cave entrances. Scary, like Auntie Corelta's crow's feet. Yeah, definitely wow, this is sort of buggy. Okay, I guess we're going here. Yeah, definitely the Black Cauldron vibes are strong. Foolish peasant, how dare you enter this fairly sacred chamber? Oh, look at that beaded curtain over there. You explain that you're here to smote Trogdor, and if he doesn't get out of your way, him too. You cannot vanquish Trogdor. Only the 3 keepers of Trogdor hold the tools with which to destroy the Burninator, the Trog shield, the Trog helmet, and the Trog sword. And the only way we'll give them up is if you answer the 3 Trog trivia questions correctly. Unless you happen to have something to eat on you. Then we can forego my question. Give sub. No way. I was just kidding me. You've really got meatball sub. This rules. Here you can have the Trog shield. Oh, was that a Hugo reference? Okay, we're armed. Hold, peasant. You must answer the second dreaded Trog trivia question. Or we could call it even if I had an ice cold drink right now. Give soda. Sweet deal, peasant. I underestimated you. Wear this Trog helmet with style. Okay, let's save ye game. I think this is a good idea. Game saved to slot 1. Alright. I think you're pretty hot stuff, eh? Let's see you answer the deadly and pretty impossible 3rd Trog trivia question. That is, unless you got something for my lower back. Man, it's killing me. Ooh, do I have something? Inventory. Pills. There we go. The innkeeper's medication says it's supposed to treat general oldness. May cause checkers playing, hiked up pants, and overall pee smell. Oh, God. Give pills. Oh, where'd you find this stuff? I don't think this is even legal anymore. These babies will definitely smoke Lumbargo the lower backinator. All baby puzzle items. Yeah, the baby is where it's at. There we go. The fabled Trog sword is yours. You now have the means to strike down Trogdor. Good luck, peasant. All right. We parted the mighty beaded curtain. Slammed shut behind you. There's no turning back now. Oh, I love the giant scale of Trogdor. Oh. Yeah, looks like you got a little close. You did. Maybe next time don't get too close. Thanks so much for playing this game here. Don't get too frustrated. Have some time for yourself. Have a refreshing coffee, relax, then come back and try again, maybe. Okay, good fight. I almost had it. I'm so glad the game loaded. I have to be honest with y'all. I low-key thought that the game would just not work because I'm using this weird Flash emulator. So, this is pretty great. Good job. We got our death. There you go, Marjorie. I finally pulled through at the last minute with a good death. Now, what do I do here? Maybe throw sword. Let's try that. Actually, let's try this. Throw sword. This is it. You hurl your Trog sword with all your might at the sleeping Burninator. Nice. We've awakened the Burninator. Burnination is imminent. Now you've done it. Trogdor's awake, and the Trog sword doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot. Your legs lock in fear, your eyes glaze over, and you wish for some peasant adult undergarments. But you think you hear Trogdor whimpering. Aw, crap. That's you whimpering. At least your voice still works, I guess. Oh, voice still works, huh? You scream that your name is rather dashing, and that Trogdor burninated your cottage, and you're here for revenge. I was not expecting that. Oh, very nice. I can't beat you. I am surprised nobody mentioned that to you. I admit so. You've gotten farther than anybody else ever has. I bet they'll make a statue or something in honor of you somewhere. I cannot say it would be a pleasure and an honor to burnate you, rather dashing. This is so good. Oh, that sure was nice of him. Congratulations, you've won. No one can kill Trogdor, but you came closer than anybody ever. Way to go. Oh, hey, Expect Problems, good to see you. It is so good. It's such a pitch perfect Sierra parody. Oh, look at this. Oh, this looks so great. Nice work on Winnie and everything. Great statue. That's what we looked like all along, I guess. Even got the shirt right. Perfect. And it just ends, I guess. Oh, that's really good. Peasant's Quest was so much fun. I really enjoyed playing this, and I'm really glad that everybody stopped by to join me. This is one of those games I wasn't sure if other people would be into it, but yet here we are. Good crowd and a fun game. You know, Peasant's Quest ended up being a big inspiration for me. You know, when I created Stair Quest, along with all the people who helped me create Stair Quest, the most obvious inspiration was the King's Quest series. But Peasant's Quest and its attempt to copy the AGI style and everything was a big part of that too. So this is a game that that really influenced work I would do later on down the road. Probably this game and Papers, Please, more than anything, influenced Stair Quest in that the idea of a game that was just frustrating on purpose was a big part of what we were trying to do with Stair Quest. And, you know, honestly, since I finished up a little bit early, if anyone wants to stick around, maybe I'll throw on some Stair Quest, and you can laugh at me failing at my own game. So yeah, maybe give me just a second. I think I will boot up Stair Quest. I will be right back. Hey, I think I'm back. I think I'm back with Stair Quest. Let's see if it actually wants to work. I don't know if I'll play all the way through this, but yeah, why not? We've played one AGI-inspired game. Why not play another? This is Stair Quest. Some of you guys may have played it before. Some of you may be familiar with it. Me and my friends from No More for Today Productions created this game about 4 years ago now. It is my attempt to parody the classic Sierra game. So let's see what we can do with it. Hopefully the volume levels are okay. All right. The realm of Castle's Wood is in despair, as famine, war, disease, and natural disaster wreak havoc upon the land. Good King Jonathan seeks the counsel of a wise old soothsayer. "Seek ye out the orb of stars," she tells King Jonathan. Says the king, "The orb of stars is but a legend." The soothsayer replies with a sly grin, "Even in legend may one find the truth, my lord." So King Jonathan dispatches his bravest knight, Sir Devon, to quest for the fabled Orb of Stars. Little does he know his own daughter, Princess Ingrid, has also set out in search of the legendary relic. King Jonathan's a reference to my best friend growing up, JP Jonathan, who I used to play Sierra games with. Castle's Wood, I grew up in a town called Castlewood. Devon's my nephew's name. This game is just sort of full of things that matter to me and only me. And even with, we won't need a death counter because I'm never going to ever die because I'm so good at this game. We have our choice between Ingrid and Devon. Ingrid's special abilities include archery and noblesse oblige. That's a joke that I don't think any Let's Player has ever picked up on because apparently it's an obscure French term that most people aren't familiar with. And Sir Devon, a knight with an edged weapon bonus and the power of chivalry. Be Sir Devon. Welcome to Stair Quest. Use your arrow keys to move your character. You can interact with the world using their state-of-the-art text parser. For instance, try entering look stairs or talk stairs. Good luck on your quest to retrieve the Orb of Stars. We did make a female AGI character that didn't look like a porn star, and in fact, when I asked our artists, Kevin Wallace and Chris Ushko, to create these sprites, my exact directions were basically, please make an AGI character that presents as a woman, but is not porn star shaped. So here we are. All right, click stairs. Why not? Tribunalingus was outlawed in 1315. Besides, you can get all sorts of infections doing that. Ask Michael of Douglas. I didn't write all the lines in this game, but I did. I think that's a Police Quest 4 reference. Let's see. Interrogate stairs. Reveal your secrets to me, shout hoarsely at the stairs. You're mildly sad that they do not. Drink lava. Hey everybody, come watch. This one wants to drink some lava. Okay, so if you've never played Stair Quest before, the dealio is you climb stairs. Because those were the best parts of King's Quest anyway, right? That was my pitch to everybody. I was like, what if we just made a game that totally screwed around with the whole idea of nostalgia? What if instead of like remembering the good parts of a game, we just focused instead on the worst parts? And in the case of King's Quest, climbing the staircases was always the worst part. So that's what we ended up doing. Staying on a rocky path, rivulets of fiery lava course around you, creating almost unbearable heat. You wonder why these stairs were built in the first place. Perhaps for ritual sacrifices? We enjoyed writing more flavor text than was ever necessary. I mean, a few stairs is hardly a challenge for the bravest knight in all the land. Hey, happy Wednesday! We were playing Peasant's Quest, and we have now transitioned to playing my game, since I had a little bit of time left before I need to get off here. My game, Stair Quest, another attempt to ape the classic AGI King's Quest vibe. I believe the name for this level in development was Blue Mountain. How's that for some stunning behind the scenes? The shadows of night blanket the mountainside in a cerulean hue. Flickering torches illuminate your path, casting their light upon an engraved silver plaque mounted into the stone wall. Look, torch. They lick the air, providing a guiding light to the entrances and exits from the Blue Mountain. Get torch. Don't play with the fire. Was this done in AGS? Yes, it was done in AGS. Which, PC Johnson was able to work with to get a pretty convincing AGI style. Hey, thanks for dropping by, appreciate it. I don't blame you for getting out while you can. Stair Quest is brutal. Read plaque. It says short line, longer line, 2 shorter lines, longer line, 3 longer lines, and signed by Sierra co-founder Ken Williams. I think a lot of people think that's like a code or like Morse code or some sort of this is the content we all deserve. I think people, oh goodness, thank you so much for the subscription, Eric. I appreciate the support. You're too kind. Thank you. But yeah, people I think assume this is some sort of secret Morse code thing, but it's literally just describing how the plaque appears on screen. It's a short line, a longer line, etc., etc. All right. Just lines, that's all it is. More stairs? No matter. I must continue my climb. The orb beckons to me. Ooh, Gem Cavern. Yeah, Frederick Olson did all the music for this, and he busted it out literally in like 2 weeks. This was a game jam game, believe it or not. And every level he wrote an original song for. It was impressive stuff. Yes, there is an actual monster level. This is just the most brutal level. This is something else we did. After we created the game, we really talked a lot about what order these levels should appear in. And we weren't entirely sure. And what I decided was that it would be really funny if we just cranked up the difficulty super high right away, like 2 easy levels and then the hardest level in the game, just because that's exactly how all the game design books say you shouldn't do difficulty curves. So I thought that would be a funny joke if we just like messed with people completely. This whole game is to mess with people, if you hadn't guessed. I came up with the idea for the game. I mostly did writing for it, but I did contribute one art asset, the boss key, which is mapped to F13, a key that doesn't exist on most keyboards. But essentially it brings up my take on VisiCalc, the old spreadsheet software for Apple. And yeah, this is my one art asset that I contributed to the game. A budget for stair stuff. Okay. If any of you guys follow Papaya Chemist on Twitch, she streams a lot of old adventure games and has streamed StairQuest and literally shot up this level like it was nothing. It was just one try, didn't even slow down. I didn't think she save scummed. And it was just like, here I go to the top. It's amazing. She's the chosen one. She's the one apparently the game was made for. Oh my goodness. Am I going to do this without a death? I probably shouldn't say that aloud. Yeah, Papaya Chemist is awesome. Everyone should follow her. Great streamer, plays really interesting stuff. She's been playing through some of the Broken Sword games recently, I know. Gems. This appears to be a yellow spinel. Spinel is the magnesium aluminum member of the larger spinel group of minerals. It has the formula and the cubic crystal system. Its name comes from the Latin spina, arrow. Look it. Looking over the side of the bridge and into the pit, you feel an instant wave of nausea. The floor below is littered with the corpses of unlucky travelers who lost their step. Get gems. Good point. Thank you, Eric. Get gems. All the precious stones are embedded into the wall. There's no shifting them. Besides, if you follow the stairs, a greater fortune awaits. Oh, I fell at the easy part. No. So once you fall, you have to wait until this whole death thing plays out before you can continue, which is something else that we talked a lot about. It also makes you look at this logo that we created for our game development group. Oh no, did I not save? I think I did. The goal was to make every restart as frustrating as possible for the player. Just to punish them even worse. For a game that by this point they probably absolutely hated. Stairs. So many stairs. What does it mean? Am I being tested by someone? Something? Hey Clayman, how's it going? I'm not sure if you just joined us, but we finished playing Peasant's Quest and have moved on to Stair Quest, another attempt to play around with the AGI style. This one created by me and some of my friends. The circuitous path winds its way up and through the mountain. You have a lovely view of the ocean. Look, ocean. The ocean stretches out to the horizon. Off in the distance, you see a fisherman staying on the bow of his ship and relieving himself. Lovely. Oh. So this is actually the special edition of StairQuest. We went back and tweaked a few things after the original release, added a few little things, including this gag. A boulder that just falls out of the sky, and if you stand underneath it, you get crushed by it. I thought that was funny. That wasn't in the original version. This was something I really insisted on. I said there needs to be a level like where we walk behind some rock formations that hide us from the player's view, and behind some rocks that partially obscure it. Left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. Each step brings me closer to my goal. You're walking along the parapets of an ancient fortress. The color scheme looks straight out of the Black Cauldron. This is very much our attempt to do Black Cauldron. sort of vibe. This was called Tower. Look, Tower. It's just the tip of the tower. You know, that's a good question. Expect problems. I don't know if any of the original Sierra folks have played it. I'm pretty sure Josh Mandel has seen it. I know that Scott Murphy and Mark Crow are aware of it. I'm not sure if they've ever watched a playthrough. But no, sadly, we were hoping that we could get some reactions from some of the old Sierra folks, but didn't manage to really hear much. Luckily, when it came out, it did get a fair bit of media coverage, which was nice. It got reviewed in a lot of some of the bigger gaming sites, and brought a lot of players to the game, which was exciting. We weren't sure if anyone would want to play this or care about it or understand it even. The Onion AV Club gave us a really nice write-up where they described the game as an exercise in what they called frustalgia, like the combination of frustration and nostalgia, which I thought was pretty great, and immediately stole it. I would love to know what Scott would think of this. I feel like he would probably appreciate what we were trying to do here. Yeah, what I would really love to hear is actually Mark Crow's take on this, because as the other guy from Andromeda and the art part of the two guys from Andromeda team, he actually worked on most of the King's Quest games where these sorts of staircases were featured. So I'm assuming the design of those staircases was same place, was largely his work. So I'd love to hear what he thinks about it. Okay, so here's where the frustration sets in. Cloud. Oh my days, looks like rain. I knew I shouldn't put the washing out. It's fun. The team that wrote this was mostly me, Trolls Plymert, and Gareth Millard. And trying to figure out which one of us wrote any given line is always fun. Like, that's definitely a Gareth line. I would stake my own soul on it. Oh, StairQuest intensifies. I can do this. I can't remember. We talked about doing joystick support for this game. I don't think we ever got around to actually implementing that. That's right. That was something that we really worked on, was I think in the test version of this level, this second set of stairs was a 45-degree angle. And I was like, can we change that a little bit to make it more frustrating? Oh, you've never seen StairQuest. Great. Well, I'm glad you're here to witness me dying over and over again. It's great fun. It's designed to infuriate and enrage. I shouldn't be having more trouble with this level than I did the previous level. But this isn't meant to be a terribly difficult level. I'm just going to start save scumming. We got lucky there. Stairs, stairs, stairs. Say the word enough times and it hardly sounds like a word anymore. Stairs, stairs, stairs. Layman, you should play it. It is evil. If you just Google it, it's on itch.io. This is one of the levels we had for the special edition. Look, cats. There, but two things that come close to the glory of stairs. Cats. Cats and mazes. So this is sort of our attempt to do something like the Root Monster maze in Space Quest 2, where the goal became to walk around without making contact with any of the cats. Look, Garfield. I hate Mondays. Look, Lion. And I'm sure it's just some exotic breed of cat. We put in a unicorn in the middle there, the purple and white one. I guess that's like Rarity from My Little Pony. Yeah, our art team, Chris and Kevin, just knocked it out of the park. I would agree. They really did just a marvelous job taking whatever wild idea the team came up with and really making a reality of it. Basically, if you touch any of these cats, and I can kind of show you here, I might as well save. And if you touch any of the cats, in a reference to King's Quest 3, it just sends you tumbling down the stairs to your death. But yeah, thank you, NBA Dag. I was like, this game was such a pleasure for me to work on. I came up with the idea and told the team, and they, for some reason, trusted me and thought it was a good idea to try to make this game. But then seeing everything start to pour in, the artwork, hearing the music, seeing the writing and everything, all of it was just so satisfied. It really came together way better than I imagined. The air thins, my legs burn, yet I must continue for my king. This level was called Geiger. Is it Giger? It was supposed to be an H.R. Geiger reference, but now that I'm talking about it, I realize I don't even know how to pronounce his name for sure because I've only ever read it. Oh, that would be great if it made you tumble all the way down, wouldn't it? Honestly, not sure what you're looking at here. There's a desert, a couple of massive vines extending skyward, oh, and some creepy looking stairs snaking their way through the landscape. Just go with it. Our team wasn't sure if this was a desert or if it was water. I think half of us thought this was supposed to be like yellow liquid, and the other half thought that it was supposed to be a desert. I remember after we got the game up and running, we all realized we had different ideas about what this level was actually all about. There's one of those fun walk behind something moments. Yeager, that's what I thought as soon as I said it. What I get for saying something without rehearsing. Normally I do extensive rehearsals before I get into one of these streams. There is a crocodile surfacing. It's one of the crocodiles from Pitfall. Yes, the art team guessed water. The writing team thought desert. You're exactly right. That's what happened. So occasionally we get like the little trash monster from Star Wars A New Hope, and then occasionally we get the Pitfall crocodile. Confound these infernal stairs. For every one I ascend, 1,000 more vex me. That's a weird reference to Squirrel Girl's first appearance in Marvel Comics when she fought Dr. Doom and he yelled, "Confound these infernal squirrels. For every one I defeat, 1,000 more vex me." It's a weird reference. You stand atop the eternal giant. Drops of rain dance off its chiseled features. You remember reading stories of this colossal statue as a child. It is one of the 7 gargantuan monuments spread across the realm, left behind by an ancient race whose origins remain shrouded in mystery. So, it was really fun just making up completely useless lore for this game. This is also like the easiest level in the game. All it is just walking up here. Look, giant. The eternal giant clings to the mountainside with its stony hands, its right arm forming a stairway. Can't begin to imagine the time it must have taken to carve this behemoth. Tickle giant. If you could reach the stone giant's ribs, you have a feeling it's not very ticklish. Given this, made of stone. Talk giant. Sup. Must continue my climb. The orb of stars can't be much farther. This level has one of the best soundtracks. I believe this was called Llama Rock on the soundtrack. You're scaling a verdant mountain high above the clouds. A llama looks on you, silently judging your every step. Fuck llama. You politely ask the llama if he knows where you can find the orb of stars. He responds with a strange noise you can only assume means no in llama speak. You're 90% sure that's a llama, but there's always a chance it could be an alpaca. I don't know, Bitter Alpaca, are you still here in the chat? Consider that a shout out to you. Pet llama. Good, 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 good. You can't reach the llama, and you don't think that's... don't you think that's a bit forward anyway? Kiss llama. You swore to never again kiss another llama. Alright, llama. You adopt a threatening stance toward the llama. You are, however, too far away from him to make a convincing threat. This is just as well, seeing as llamas are known to be ferocious creatures when threatened. So you just dodged a proverbial bullet, except the bullet in this case was the hoof to the trachea. Oh, I didn't write that line. I'm not sure. I'm guessing that's a Gareth line again, but that is wonderful. The bullet you dodged was a hoof to the trachea. Step by step, I've come closer to reaching the top. Every step must be placed so I don't fall off. That's a No Doubt lyric from a song called The Climb from their album Tragic Kingdom. I just stole a lyric and threw it in there. I don't think I've ever seen a Let's Player pick up on the reference, but it made me laugh. We called this level Escher. It's inspired a bit by like the wacky scene at the end of Quest for Glory 1 with the brigand warlock, where things don't quite make sense. The secret is you just continue moving forward and it eventually spits you out on the other side. Hey Retroglazy, we were playing Peasant's Quest, now we're playing my game Stair Quest, another attempt to play around with the old AGI sort of format. Some of my friends and I about 4 years ago created this game. Peasant's Quest was a big inspiration for it, but we handily defeated Peasant's Quest and were sadly burninated by Trogdor at the end. So you're here for what's left. And what's left are stairs. Alright, this level was added after the original game came out. This is one of our special edition levels. You emerge into an ice-covered landscape. A set of frosty stairs wind their way dizzyingly toward the exit. While seeing your own breath in the icy wind reminds you that you're alive, there's still a sinister air hanging above this ominous place. Okay, this is, according to some, the trickiest part of the game. Careful, this path is slippery. So now if we stop, our character slides, which adds a level of difficulty, because now you just can't inch around. You have to worry about sliding. So you want to keep a constant stream of motion. Ah, you see there, I nearly slid off the edge. Ooh. Oh wow, hey Bogus Meat Factory, how's it going? Thank you so much for the raid. We were just playing Peasant's Quest, finished it, and now we've moved on to my game, Stair Quest, because we were in a fake AGI game kind of mood. Woo! Heavy panting. Stair, thank you so much, and thank you. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Thank you so much for the follow, Retro Jeremy. I appreciate it. Hope everyone's having a great evening. As I said, we were playing Peasant's Quest earlier. We finished it up. We defeated it. I'd mentioned that this game we're playing now, Stair Quest, which is essentially a parody of the stair climbing segments from early Sierra games that some of my friends and I created about 4 years ago. It was inspired in a big way by Peasant's Quest, and since we wrapped up Peasant's Quest so quickly, I decided we would hop in here and see what's going on. Bogus says you're a professor of stairs. Okay, thank you. Simon, please, ask away. Ask away, please. I'm technically a professor of political science, but I dabble in stairs. Okay, here we are at the top. The politics of stairs in Sierra games is a complex topic. It absolutely is. It seems only 4 colors magenta, cyan, black, and white are capable of thriving at such high altitudes. Which stairs are more deadly, Sierra or Castlevania? Imagine you have some hard numbers somewhere to back the conclusion up. You know, my Castlevania experience is really limited to the original, like, NES games. And I don't know if I can say for sure, but I'm going to say, certainly in my experience, Sierra has caused me far more stair-related deaths, so I'm going to blame them. Our joke here, you mentioned the color palette, Eden. We were trying to think, it's like, how can we make the orb look really ancient? And I was like, it'd be kind of funny if the orb was CGA in a game where everything... Hey, thank you so much, Rad Mage. I appreciate the follow. It'd be funny if we made it in CGA if the rest of the game was in 16 color EGA. And then we decided to do this whole level here at the end in CGA as well. Imagine NC Escher is trying to capture the perils of both Castlevania and Sierra games. This classic work. Absolutely. Yeah, if you had an SCI style, you could just click where you wanted to go. It would make life much easier. We actually talked about doing a sequel, and we may still eventually, where we would use like the SCI 0 style interface, something like you'd see in King's Quest 4 or Space Quest 3. But here we are, it's the Orb of Stars. It's what we set out on this quest to retrieve. So let's grab it. As you reach out to grasp the Orb of Stars, you hear a booming voice emit from the sphere. You have not yet proven yourself worthy, Stair Child. You must return to where you began your ascent if you wish to claim your prize. The bright flash of light, the Orb of Stars, disappears. You turn around, breathe a weary sigh, and begin your descent. Oh, so yeah, this was our big joke. Once players made it all the way to the top to retrieve the Orb of Stars, the Orb of Stars would force them to return back down the way they came and do this all over again. So now we will begin our descent. Whoop! We began our descent too quickly. You two have to go back down. And you'll notice we're only at 12 of 500 right now on our score. So we've only been scoring 1 point per level. Yeah, this was always part of the pitch. I actually have like the email I sent around to the whole team pitching. I was like, yeah, once they get to the top, after the players just hate us, then we'll make them repeat all the levels going in a different direction. Ooh, most deadly stairs in a Sierra game. King's Quest 4 is really high on the list. Those, the Orb of Stars says I'm not yet worthy. What does it mean? No matter, I must prove myself and save the kingdom. Yeah, King's Quest 4 with the spiral staircases where you can't really see what's going on behind them and it's not clear what the perspective is. I would say they've got to be up there. All right. So here is our sliding level again. Let me demonstrate how you can slide off. All right. Great, 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 great. Yeah, the flipping controls on the King's Quest 4 stairs make them that much more difficult. Okay, let's try this again. You can, like, Tokyo drift your way through this and speed it up, which is not a bad strategy. Especially if you're being chased. Which we are. Here's the Yeti again. Programming this Yeti nearly drove our team crazy. Getting him to follow us along this path was really tricky in AGS. But we've escaped him. Where's the cream pie? There is a message if you try to throw pie at Yeti, and I wish I'd thought to do it, because we definitely did throw that in there, just for funsies. Alright, back to our MC Escher level. Alright, let's just keep on walking through the Escher-esque staircases of madness. Who invented stairs? Are they named after their inventor? Nice to meet you, I'm Sir Reginald Stair, and I invented the very stairs you're staying on right now. Would you care for a pastry? Oh, it's so fun just to write ridiculous stuff for the cutscenes. Maybe a good place to save, huh? Llama rocks, llama rocks. Flirt, llama. You expertly imitate the mating call of an adult and DN llama. The llama appreciates your effort, but already has plans for later. We sort of did the math on it, and I believe this game has something like 3 times the amount of text that Space Quest 1 had in it. So we wrote a humongous parser for such a game that really only needs one command: get orb. Like, interrogate a llama. Are we talking enhanced interrogation? Apprehend llama. Slow your roll, Sonny Bonds. Aren't all stairs man-made? This is a really good point. Yeah, thank you, Simon. That's an excellent point, actually. As I retrace my steps down the same staircase as I ascended before, I can't help but feel my quest as being unnecessarily extended. Okay, we're back to... Oh, hey, there's Jim Walls now, making a cameo in the stream. Hey, Jim. Thank you for slapping that sticker, NBA Dag. If anyone else wants to slap a sticker, all you have to do is hover over the video window for a few bits. You can throw a custom image, many of them Sierra inspired, some of them Homestar inspired tonight because of our original Peasant's Quest stream, right onto the screen yourself. Off the stairs are a metaphor for something deeper. Life's journey, good and evil, redemption. Okay. I think I can do this. I don't know if I was emotionally prepared. Hey, old school Jay, it's stairs. Yeah, the first 3 Sierra games were designed by Jim Walls, and that's him that showed up on the sticker. Daryl Gates didn't come on until Police Quest 4. Whoa, what was my save? Was it Snake again? Oh no. My poor... Yeah, there we go. Let's say my poor scheme of naming was about to come back and haunt me. We got burninated. Then we got an honorable burnination. So I think that was the good ending, right? We ended up finishing way early, so I decided we would play a little bit of Stair Quest to wrap up the stream tonight, since we were on a AGI ripoff sort of bend. I think that's the good ending, yeah. Peasant's Quest was so much fun, though. I'd never played it to the finish before, and boy, what just a masterfully done homage/parody. Oh, the driving in Police Quest 1. What does the orb want from me? Okay, we're back in the cat level, y'all. Soak it in. Okay. Oh no! Because this is definitely the Mananan tribute level from Stair Quest. I pitched this to my artists, and I was just like, what if we had a room that was nothing but cats, and you had to walk around them? And like literally a few hours later, this showed up in my inbox, and I was just like, oh my goodness, this is just the best thing I've ever seen. I never imagined they would go so over the top with it. Get cats. Your callousness gets the better of you. You swing a foot in the direction of the nearest cat, but the cat dexterously skirts off to the side, causing you to miss entirely, lose your balance, and fall flat on your ass. You get up, brush off your pants, and feel embarrassed that you may have been outmaneuvered by a little kitty cat. Terrible. You try to ingratiate yourself with the little felines. They seem uninterested in your diplomatic advances. Flirt cats. You don't want the stairs getting jealous, do you? Adopt cat. Oh, there's something we didn't think of. Kit Kat. Just really concentrate on climbing the stairs instead of stuffing your pockets. Thank you. Yeah, we had a lot of fun writing this one. Like I said, we did way more writing than was even remotely necessary. Garfield. Doesn't feel like having a conversation with you. Okay. Am I descending or is the kingdom rising? Oh, climb stairs. Yeah, this... Climb stairs. That's indeed the objective, young adventurer. The arrow keys are your friends. Fly. That would make things easier, wouldn't it? Dance. Why don't you try dancing up the stairs instead, Ginger Rogers? I got so mad when we were testing this game, which was just perfect. Like, I was getting furious at my own game that I was designing to try to make other gamers furious, which was how I knew it was working. Just because we had to test all these levels, and because our team, for some reason, were gluttons for punishment, we never created a debugging tool. So literally every time we wanted to test a level, when there'd be a new build, we had to play up to that level again. And it was just brutal having to replay this game over and over again. Sadly, we didn't do a Cliffs of Logic type play. I wish we did. We've talked a lot about a Stair Quest 2, and there's so many other not so great, but still weirdly beloved bits of Sierra gaming that I'd like to recreate. Becoming difficult to tell where I end and the stairs begin. What is left of me when the stairs consume my every thought, my every action? I did a mock-up of these close-ups when the game was in development. I just put a giant King Graham on the screen during our mock-up stage, and then the artists ran with it with Sir Devon, and of course if we're playing as Ingrid, we get her portraits instead. I wish we'd included another magical falling boulder here. The Ouroboros of stairs slowly confusing himself. Is the hero's worth lying the foes he has vanquished, the lives he has saved? Or is it the stairs he has climbed? Okay, here's the tough level again. This is our masterpiece. Oh, so good. As I was saying earlier, we made the restoring process as slow and annoying as possible just to mess with our players. We didn't want them to be able to get back in the game right away or like hit F7 as they're falling and start to restore. You have to sit through the whole thing, you get the death sting, you have to see the logo again. Our owl logo is of course a reference to Cedric the Owl from King's Quest V. That corner's just the worst. Yeah, that corner is just the worst. Okay. This shouldn't be the hard part either. I'm trying to stay at normal speed. There are also some places where our pathing in the game isn't quite right, where players can fall, where it looks on screen like they shouldn't be able to. We fixed a lot of those, but then also made a conscious decision not to fix others, just to make it a little unfair. Normal speed. It could be time to go a little slower. Let's see here. I guess I'm at normal. Maybe it's slow speed. The mental fatigue is setting in. That's right. Yeah. See, this is where we get you a slow speed. It just takes you that much longer to fall. Yeah, this is where the game really gets you, is once you start getting a little frustrated and have been playing too long, your ability to play is diminished. like there's a stage at which you start to get better from practice. Then you start to get worse from mental fatigue. Okay, that's not so bad, but then again, that's the easy part of the room. Slow, easy mode, but also the restart process just goes so slowly. That's right. Everything that we did with this game was designed to frustrate. Which I don't know why we would ever do that to someone. It was just a evil idea that came to me one day. And weirdly, when I sent it to all of my friends and said, hey, would you guys like to help me work on this? They didn't think I was insane and decided they wanted to jump in. 9.8 meters per second, increasing by 9.8 meters per second is the acceleration caused by Earth's gravity.
John, can you detect me to the nearest bus stamp?
There's Senor Card Gauge. Thank you, Senor Card Gauge, and thank you for slapping that sticker, Clayman. I'm glad we got to see Senor Card Gauge before everything ended. Let's card on me. Is this the best game ever? I can't say my own game is the best game ever. I feel like that would be really gauche, but I am proud of it. I feel like we managed to create something. I think it's memorable. I think that it got across what I wanted to get across, which is this idea of creating a game that was so cruel that it almost became fun all over again. Yeah, exactly. You know, that's kind of how I think of it, Bogus Meat Factory. Thank you. Yeah, we set a goal and had a really clear goal in mind for what we wanted. And I feel like we got it. Like, we got what we wanted. I'm not getting what I want now, but in designing the game, we got what we wanted. When we were working on it, you know, it was just, we want to tap into nostalgia, but in the wrong way. It's like, can you do nostalgia wrong? And what does that look like? What if you were nostalgic for the parts of the game that nobody was supposed to love? StairQuest is the best game focused around going up and down stairs. Yeah, I think in this very specific genre, it might be. We joked for a little while that it's... oh, thank you, NBA Dag. That's really kind of you to say. We joked for a little while it's basically a walking simulator. In a very real sense. Oh yeah. If you didn't know the frame of reference, this game is just bizarre. I will say that I shouldn't do this because it's probably not a great idea to follow along with this sort of stuff, but anytime someone does a Let's Play or if I see somebody streaming it or anything, I 100% watch along and just take great joy in watching people get increasingly frustrated at the game. And oftentimes, like, I've heard people curse whoever the person who made this game was while streaming it, and it's good to know that they're basically calling me all kinds of horrible names. They're mad at me for creating this game. Like, that feeling is weirdly rewarding to me. I'm not normally one who trolls, but you know, if I had to troll in the form of a game, it's not a bad way to get at. Oh my goodness! But now I'm paying the price. Okay, we got this. Come on. I just breezed up this level on the way up. Yeah, we sort of realized early on that going down these levels was more of a challenge than we thought. Oh, thank you again for dropping by, Bogus Meat Factory. Thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great one. Take care. It was great talking to you, and hope to see you again soon. Okay, we got this, y'all. This isn't supposed to be the hard part. No. Okay, can we do this? The answer increasingly looks like absolutely not. I'm really going to save scum it now. Almost there. Need to quit trying to go down there. Thank you for the words of encouragement. I really appreciate it. Okay. Get in the game. Get your head in the game. Get your head in the game. Okay. We got this. I think I need to go this way a little bit more. Save there. You know, I'm getting tired because I'm not even bothering with like creative save games anymore. Ah, this may be it. Haha! Hey, thanks again for dropping by. Expect problems. Oh, I can do this. I can do this in 5 minutes. Okay, these last couple of levels are super easy. Okay, we've got the blue mountain. The next screen, we will make it to the bottom again. We will see the orb of stars one more time. Blue! We're so close. We've got this. So close now. Can't give up. The people of Castle's Woods, again, Castlewood was my hometown growing up, are counting on me. After a long descent, tinged with deja vu, you're relieved to find the orb of stars awaiting your arrival. The kingdom's salvation is at hand. So the score is a joke here too. Like, we are giving players 1 point for every level they completed to make them think there might be 500 levels, or make them think we might have to go up and down dozens of times. But this will be the end of the game. You have done well, Stairchild, but your quest is not yet complete. Devon just stares at him blankly. You must ascend the stairs once more to prove your true worth. Devon continues to stare blankly. For it is only through traveling by stairs that we find the true character of man. Life, my child, life is a ceaseless quest with its ups and downs. Life is given meaning through stairs. Devon continues to stare. But when you have done this many times, my child, then and only then can you reach out and touch the orb of stairs. So all along, we thought it was the orb of stars. It's actually the orb of stairs. Devon, hello? Damn it, this is why people don't like me, isn't it? Devon just abandons his quest and leaves. And that's game over. And there it is. Concept by Jess Morissette. Graphics by Chris Ushko and Kevin Wallace. Hey, Steve! Thank you, Clay. Music by Frederick Olson. Written by Gareth Miller and Charles Plymert. Programmed by PC Johnson and Frederick Olson. Cover art by Joel Hodgkins. Andy Couch did other stuff. We thank the International Society for the Inclusion of Stairs, which abbreviates to ISIS. This song, thank you. This song that plays over the end credits. Yeah, Ingrid and Devon will return in Stair Quest 2 to stare as human. This music that plays over the credits, I told Frederick, who wrote all the music in the game, to give me a song that was like Moonlight Sonata, only better, and I needed it in less than 48 hours. And that was what he turned in. Thanks again, Expect Problems. Thanks for watching along. Yes, never sleep methamphetamine supplements, the finest. This is the orb from heavy metal. Okay, so that was a surprise stream of Stair Quest after we finished playing our way through Peasant's Quest. So we had a couple of fun AGI-inspired games, and as I said before, Peasant's Quest was a huge inspiration for Stair Quest. King's Quest was obviously the most immediate inspiration. I mentioned that weirdly. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Simon Ashter. I appreciate it so much. But also Papers, Please, just a game built around frustrating mechanics, also was part of it. But this is work I'm proud of, and I'm glad I got a chance to share it with some of y'all tonight. So I think that's it for me. Thanks again for joining me. It was great to see a crowd in here, especially some new faces. I'm going to see if I can find a raid before we sign off. So let's see if there's a channel out there that looks like... Ah, there's one. We're going to raid Papaya Chemist. I was talking about her channel earlier, and as I said, she is an absolute whiz when it comes to Stair Quest. I've seen her do things with this game that shouldn't even be popular. Oh, no, Hunter, you're here just in time for story time. I'm getting ready to sign off. But story time, again, this is a game that we loved working on. My friends and I had a blast working on it. We've got ideas for StairQuest 2. I've even tweeted out occasionally some teaser graphics for it. It'll come someday. It's coming eventually. That's my story, that eventually there'll be a StairQuest 2, and it'll be even crueler than this one. But thanks again for joining me, everyone. Thanks for the support. Thanks for watching along. Thanks for the follows, everything. It's been a blast. I hope everyone has a good night. I'm going to raid Papaya Chemist. Stick around, say hey to her, tell her you were watching me play some StairQuest, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Happy Retro Adventure Wednesday. Radiant 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take care.